All right, so this is a conversation you have to have with every customer who's interested in buying a pre-owned car, unless they are a laydown. If they're a laydown and they say yes on the first deal, then you don't have to do this. But for everybody else, you have to have this conversation at closing time. Be even better if you had it ahead of time, but you have to have this conversation at closing time before they leave. I don't care if they made you an offer and the offer was $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 less. I don't care if they told you they need to think about it. I don't care if they said that there's a cheaper one down the street. Okay, this works for all that. Okay, so let's say they said they need to think about it. You're like, I get it. I would probably need to think about it too. I mean, this is a big decision. It's a lot of money. It makes sense you give it some thought. Let me tell you what would make it a no-brainer. Let me tell you what I could do for you so that you wouldn't have to think about it. If I could give you 3 things, you wouldn't need to think about it. Let me tell you what they are. The 3 things are, number 1, I lost my A. An aggressive, market-based price. That's a good thing to have. Okay. Number 2, a super nice quality reconditioned car. And number 3, a big discount. If I could do these 3 things, you'd be buying the car right now. Right? You went shopping online, you found the best deal. Like most people do, you put in your criteria, year, make, model, features, miles, price range. You sorted the page by price from low to high. You started with the best deals and you went out shopping. Okay, and that's why you're here if you found this car online. So, and even if you didn't find this car online, still it would be great if I could show you, demonstrate to you that it was the best priced car in the marketplace. That'd be great, right? And then you get here and it's the nicest car you've ever seen. It's super dialed in. It's got new tires, fresh brakes, no scratches, no dings. It's totally detailed. It's perfect. It's standing tall. It's wonderful. And then I give you $4,000 off the price. That would just be the best. It'd be so easy. Well, as the universe has it, nothing is ever too easy. You know this to be true, right? Nothing could be that easy. So we get to pick 2 out of the 3. Okay? And I can tell you, the aggressive market-based price, that's a non-negotiable these days, right? The dealerships that try to start high and then haggle and get down low, like they're not even getting people through the door. Okay, they're dying, they're gone. We have to have an aggressive market-based price just to get you through the door. Okay. So then it's a question of, okay, the market has set the price, and so the cost is somewhere. Okay. So between that, you got, okay, do we just park the car out there and, not really do anything to it and keep the cost low, and then maybe we've got some room for a discount, or do we go ahead and spend the money on the quality reconditioning and raise the cost down a little bit and have, the risk of a slimmer profit margin on it? Well, I can tell you, as a dealership 75 years in business, we've built up a reputation for quality. And so we went ahead and spent the money. I think you'll agree that's a nice car, right? Here's everything we did in service, whatever. It's a nice car. Then you can only use this if you actually have a nice car. If you have a crap car, then you got to pick a different 2, okay? And so unfortunately, Mr. Customer, that means no discount. Now we're going to shift back to the closing question, okay? We're going to give them an opportunity to say yes. Okay, so to do that, we're going to, here, let me just make a new one here. We're going to refocus. Okay. Recap. And reclose. Okay, so refocus. Now, really what you're here to do is solve a problem, right? And we talked about that earlier. Your old car isn't getting it done anymore. You don't trust it. It's not reliable on those longer trips. You know this car is going to be there for you. It's a quality car. It solves the problem, right? We went over all the features on it. It's got everything you want, you know, and it seems so. So I mean, the car is good, right? You like the vehicle. You see the value in the vehicle. It's the right car for you. You can see yourself driving it every day. Okay, seems like this is going well, right? You've met several people here today at the dealership, and I mean, I assume you believe that all those people are here to take care of you now and after the sale. I mean, you feel good about doing business with us, okay? So then it must be something about the money. I mean, and if you're like myself and most people, hang on, let me cross this out. Let's do rephrase instead. That's an old Joe Verdiism, right? Rephrase the price into budget. If you're like myself and most other people buying a car these days, it sounds like you're on a budget. Is there a budget number on this page that makes sense for you? Okay, and which one would it be? And how much money can you put down to get there? Well, seems like everything's falling in line, Mr. Customer. Why don't you, this is Damien's line, why don't you go ahead and get it? Go ahead and get it. Right? So what have you done with this conversation? Okay, you've defended your price, okay, in the marketplace. You've refocused them on the quality of the vehicle, the quality of the experience, the fact that it meets all their needs. And then we've transitioned into the conversation about their budget. If they're paying cash, this works too. Sounds to me, Mr. Customer, like you're just looking for a good deal, right? Based on all the information that I've presented you with, it seems like this scenario meets that criteria. Now, I know you budgeted a certain amount of cash. Can we make this fit the budget? I mean, will this work? It seems like it's pretty much in line. I mean, you like the vehicle. Go ahead and get it. Slide the pen over. Shut up. Let them sign it. Okay? Doesn't matter what the objection is. Before they leave, they have to hear this. They have to hear this pitch. Okay? Aggressive market-based price. Quality reconditioning. No discount. That's what we do. Aggressive market-based price, quality reconditioning, no discount. Okay? Maybe you do aggressive market-based price, no reconditioning, and discount. Right? So the customer's complaining about the condition of the car, and so you give them a discount, and that's how you close the deal. You give them those 2 out of the 3. Okay? Or maybe you give them the, your wholesale to the public. And so you don't have quality reconditioning even. You just have an aggressive market-based price and no discount. It's just all price. Right? Right? I can't give you these other 2 here. I mean, the car is what it is. And, we've already priced it at wholesale, so we don't have a discount. But our price is so good in the marketplace. It's so good. It's so far below everybody else. That's why you're here, right? Okay, come on. This other stuff, this is no big deal. So whatever your focus is at your dealership, usually they can pick 2 out of the 3, unless you're like, wholesale for the public. Usually they can pick 2 out of the 3. And most of you are selling nice cars at fair market prices, and you're not giving discounts. And so this makes sense to the people. All right, let's go get it done.